skin pick me, this FBA pick me, this high yellow Hotep. And he takes a shot at biracial people. Again, I always try to tell y'all that the mixed race people are like, they're like the sacrifice to prove their blackness, especially the biracial men and light skinned dudes in general, really. But he's taking another shot. We're going to see what he has to say.
Black Americans credit for this, but I'm going to bring it up. 4 years, 5 years ago, nobody was claiming black. They'll quick to let you know, oh, I'm mixed, I'm biracial, anything but black. Even the Afro-Latino community, you hit them up. No, I'm not Afro-Latino, I'm from Honduras. No, I'm not Afro-Cuban, I'm from Cuba. Scared to claim what they are, ashamed to claim what they are, until black Americans made being black pop. Even West Africans. Not just the East Africans, but even West Africans was like, no, I'm not black. That's American. Americans are black. Yeah, you're right. Black Americans are the original black people. Yeah, and that wasn't even that long ago. Nobody was proud of being black, but black Americans. Now all of a sudden, everybody go out their way to claim it, especially biracials and mixed people. Not.
And see, he's taking a shot at mixed people. Well, I got a news flash for you, bruh. Black people didn't like claiming to be black just 4 or 5 years ago. All right, they didn't like claiming to be black, and they still don't like being black. And that's not what the history shows. The history shows that biracial people and very high yellow niggas like you overcompensate for y'all was overcompensating for being black to the point where you had no choice but to be proud to be black. So this notion that mixed race people didn't like being black, how when they literally carried y'all race for the last couple of decades, just the one drop rule on up. That's all you see is mixed race people fighting for black people, giving black people privileges, and instilling confidence in them when they was at their lowest point. All right, that's all you see. You can go all the way back to Huey P. Newton, Malcolm X, all these mulatto and partially mixed race people, Angela Davis. You can keep going back and back and back and back of mixed race people supporting black people, doing what they can to make black people feel appreciated and trying to give their resources to them. And black people trying to force them to claim to be black so they wouldn't feel so they can be because they felt like being black was miserable and they wanted mixed race people to join them, and mixed race people never shunned them off. So this notion, like, he's rewriting history. Now you could take a shot at maybe the other demographics like you did, like the allegedly the Caribbean people and all of them. But if you're talking about biracial people in America, that's false. All right, black people have never liked being black. They still don't like being black. They still trying to emulate mixed race people with their hair texture and their 360 waves and all this other stuff. All right. So this notion about and if you that's how I wonder if you actually ever been in the black community, because being biracial, especially as a man, has never been a cool thing from the 80s upward. They've done everything in their power to pretty much shame light-skinned dudes like yourself. But light-skinned dudes have always been supportive of black people. Always. And mixed race dudes have always been supportive of black people. So stop trying to rewrite history. All right. So you're dissing these Caribbeans and stuff, but black people in America never like being black. All right. And yes, people are followers. They follow trends. And black people don't deserve too much credit because it's mostly white people who are giving black people all this credit and putting them on the big screen and giving them preferential treatment, especially darker black people. So a lot of these inventions, like I said, were started by mixed race people. All right, but they have to claim what's theirs and they have to be bold about it. But yeah, like this dude is trying to rewrite history. Mixed people have never shitted on black people. Or especially darker black people. They've never done that. But like as soon as they get a little bit of recognition, all of a sudden, now it's fuck you, get out of here. You not like us. We used you and now we don't need you no more. And now you ain't black no more. Because so we got a little bit of attention and validation from other groups, which is something that we yearn for and we always have yearned for. All right, so they use mixed people and light-skinned people to fight their battles for them when they were at their lowest point. And now that they don't need them no more, they're not black no more. Especially you light-skinned dudes, like you said. That's why I said I can't respect this dude, because his own people that he claims don't even like him. They don't even like this light-skinned nigga. This nigga look more mixed than any mixed nigga that I've seen on this YouTube shit. The ones who show their face. This nigga is lighter than everybody, and his hair. Look at this nigga's mustache. He don't even look like like you think these people when they say a black man, they think they thinking of you. Now you might be if you're talking from a nationality standpoint, yeah, you can be FBA part of that nationality, but you still not what they going. You're not the aesthetic of what they think about when they think of a black man. You're not even close. You look more like them niggas you dissing than Wesley Snipes. All right, so you look silly. All right, but mixed race people in America, I can't let y'all do that to the mixed race people. They have been carrying the race. They the ones who've been not just black people. They've carried the whole world. Medicine. All this shit comes from a lot of shit come from mixed race people. All right, so knock that stuff out. Quit trying to rewrite history.
Just black, but Afro too. Whatever's after that. Black Americans made them feel
And that's not true because a lot of Caribbeans and stuff are claiming Afro Latina, like Lala Anthony and what's the girl from Love and Hip Hop with the Afro? A lot of them were claiming Afro Latina because the pro black because they always had the woke woke shit going on. Remember that pro African shit, Pan African shit? That was a cool thing back then because black people had low self esteem and they didn't know where they came from, and they would come up with these philosophies. So being black was always kind of like it was a cool thing, and light skinned people were kind of left out because they didn't really know who they were, and they still don't. But like a lot of black people, a lot of Caribbeans were claiming Afro this, Afro that back then. Don't act like they weren't claiming that. Was it a huge population of them? No, but a lot of black people try to force these even to this day they're trying to force these other groups of people to claim black. So I don't understand this, but I see on the next one. Yes, this is BS. All right, mixed race people have always been the most radical for black people. They've always fought the hardest for black people. So don't take this seriously, but call it out and give this nigga a history lesson. All right, so this notion about biracial people not fighting for black people, that's bullshit, and everybody knows it. All right, black people never fought to be black. Black people walked around with mixed race people's hair texture and their eyelashes, and you got mixed race people telling them that they don't need that to be beautiful, and they're attacking them because they don't like scrutiny. They can scrutinize mixed race people, but they can't go the other way around. All right, you wouldn't even have a lot of this shit if it wasn't for mixed race people. But I'm out.